Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Today, I say that too often, but today is a big day, a breaking news day, as Coinbase has just announced their support for the Flare Network's Spark airdrop, and everybody in the XRP community was completely going crazy about this. And I want to quickly say, guys, I am not a native English speaker, so please, if I do not pronounce things perfectly, please take that into consideration, right? It's my second language. Having said that, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today, all right? So make sure you watch it all the way through. And also make sure you check out the Discord. I got a link down below, and this is what it looks like. It's a cool little chat where me, you, and a lot of other community members can just chat and hang out in. And also, we are giving away 250 XRP if this video can get 1,500 likes within 24 hours. 3 simple steps: press the like button, comment something down below, and subscribe. Having said that, guys, you wouldn't really guess where I'm making this video right now, all right? You're not going to guess, you don't want to guess, but it's a crazy spot, all right? Know that, and it's freaking cold. Coinbase has finally admitted that they'll support the Spark airdrop. I was actually kind of confused about this, like, why did Coinbase all of a sudden have a change of heart? Yet, I noticed by looking everywhere that we probably won't ever get that answer. And yes, it is official. It's on the official Coinbase Medium, but it's also on the official Coinbase Twitter and stuff like that. So it's officially official, so to speak, and there's no question about it. The only thing I'm kind of questioning is, first of all, whether or not they'll be allowing the trading of Spark, which would be a very big factor, and also whether or not they'll support Spark continuously. As we just saw before, that Spark's airdrop will be going on for like 30 months or so, which is almost 3 years. So will they forever be giving us more Spark, or will they only do the initial 15%? And also, if you read this article, it'll say all the eligible US states, all right? Or all the eligible places, I should say, actually. The question, though, is what places in the US are eligible and which ones are not, right? When are you an eligible customer according to Coinbase's books? That I do not know, all right? And there's no talk about this. I've checked here. I do not know. I cannot figure it out. Then Grayscale BTC reached its highest average daily trading volume since 2017 in November. The average daily trading volume of Grayscale's Bitcoin investment trust product grew over 165% in November compared to the previous month, according to data compiled by the block. So at first, I thought this was actually not that big of a deal. However, I've kind of strayed away from that opinion, and I've kind of gone for a different approach, thinking this candle that we're seeing right now from November here is actually just a small part of the sort of train of institutional investors that are hopping on in. And this right here was just a spike of hopium and just generally not that big of a deal like what we're seeing right now. This is based upon fundamentals and because of multiple institutions coming on in, which you can also kind of see in the way that people have been moving, right? Right here, it's really kind of a rush upwards in a very short time span. In this case here, it's really being built up rather nicely. Again, not perfectly, but I kind of feel as if the next candle, so December, is going to be an even higher candle where you can even more clearly see the build up, as maybe January will be even higher than that. Who knows? Let's hope for it, though, as I kind of feel as if that is coming. Ripple-based money tap onboards Ogaki Kyoritsu Bank. SBI Holdings announced on Saturday that bank's decision to connect to its next-generation financial infrastructure money tap. The bank has been working towards its user convenience and has opened 24-hour stores, drive-thru stores, and even mobile stores took the decision to allow user-oriented transactions. So, we've said before a couple of times, and by the way, it is actually freezing, I just noticed. There's all these glass, like the ice panes. I don't know how to say it in English, guys. I try my best, but I don't know some of these words. However, I think it was mostly actually pointing towards the fact that the SBI partnership, and we've said it a couple of times before already, is so extremely huge, and people are not really getting it through, right? That the joint venture that Ripple and SBI have is a game breaker. It's game changing, all right? It's huge. The only thing is that they are not really that heavily on XRP usage just quite yet, but the fact that all of this is being built through SBI is actually really huge for Ripple, right? Think about that. You get one partnership going with one company and they just get you a ton of companies going along the way, as Most of their Japanese ventures right now are being built because of money tap. I don't know if I can actually officially say that. I can say they're being built because of SBI and their connections. That's a fact. In this case, you're a part of that is also money tap, and it's pretty damn huge what they're getting out of each other. And I'm really excited about that. I like it. Ripple XRP price continues to trade in a bull market. Here's the next target for buyers. Things like this are never really as good as they seem. They're always kind of, leaving you in the dark with where exactly you should be going for. The whole idea here, though, is that, first of all, Jim McCallum is selling. Second of all, we got some resistance and some support, which you always have. And in the end here, Ripple can be a profitable investment option, and the current risk-reward is still acceptable for long-term investors. If the price jumps again above the 65-cent resistance, it would be a buy signal to XRP, and the next target could be around 70. On the other side, if the price falls below 50, it would be a firm sell signal and would have to open away to 40 cents. So this is not true, though. I mean, I talked about this with you guys pretty often, I think. First of all, I don't think this analysis makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's really kind of built upon not too much. It's historical support, but still not that well built in this case. And I also have talked about before that I think this 42 to 44 cent area is actually a lot more important than 40 cents specifically. And 50 cents may be important, yes, but do they also consider a downfall like this to be important? Because otherwise, this would have also been a massive sell signal, which, again, would have left you with a lot of losses. Had you taken a short right there, it would have gotten you in a lot of trouble, possibly. So I would say, again, 50 cents is actually not an issue unless we maybe get a major close below there, which we're not really looking to do. So from that perspective, 59 cents was kind of important. We're under there, though, or at least we're kind of hovering around that, knowing that I'm like, okay, 59 cents may not even be that important. So again, we're going to have to look a little down below, a little bit lower, which 50 cents would make a lot of sense for. But since we did breach down towards or below that a little bit earlier as well, I would say that still 45 or so cents is our basis for right now. If we get a correction going, though, towards 44 cents, it doesn't actually mean that it will continue on, because it could actually dip and then bounce back up. And that's also something we should consider, right? Here's how this family survived 40 countries living solely off of Bitcoin for 4 years. Now, a little bit later today, or for a lot of you guys tomorrow, I mean, for me, it's already 4 a.m., so, it's already today. But for a lot of you guys tomorrow, I'm going to be talking more about chances and the chance that these guys took to get their life so on the rails right now. And also another question I kind of had for people that know about this guy's situation: how exactly are they paying for it? Because we know they're paying for everything with crypto, but are they literally selling as they go, or are they, trading it more actively? That's something I actually don't know too much about. Like, they are their own bank and stuff like that, which might even change now that self-custody wallets may be kind of outlawed soon. That may actually be a very big kick in the balls, unless they, of course, are not in the US, since they are going to every country around the world they're trying to. I kind of feel confused about how exactly their selling plan moves along. Like, do they sell periodically because they have to pay for stuff? Or do they just have some cash in the bank that they sell for every time? Because, I mean, they still got to eat. Or do they just go to stores that accept Bitcoin only? And another thing is, where are they storing it? Because he most likely has some either thing stored up his butt or tattooed inside of him or something like that. Because if you put a Bitcoin logo this big on your car, or any crypto logo for that matter, maybe they're actually sponsored by this, or this is their company as well. I don't know. Because if you put it's that big, you're kind of asking to be, raided or fucking, shouldn't say that, robbed. Don't you guys think so as well? Maybe they always sleep in this car, but I don't think so either. They have a big camper where a lot of them stay in all the time. So I don't know though. But I feel like if you're your own bank, it's also pretty scary to, leave it somewhere. So you always got to have it on you. But maybe, I don't know, what if you want to swim for a little bit, right? How does that work? Then another thing I found kind of interesting was this one right here. Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak's crypto takes off. This I didn't really expect, all right? I wanted to actually talk about this whole launch and stuff like that a couple of days ago when I heard about it. I think it was, like 2 days ago that I heard about it. However, I thought, what? I don't really care for a project like that, so why would I? However, it seems that they're actually doing pretty damn decent. I checked out the website, and, well, here's how it's going to work. I personally don't care, so you can read it if you want to. I mean, it is from a freaking genius. The Wozniak here is not a mongoloid in that sense, or he's not an idiot, so he knows how to build stuff. However, when I check into the distribution, I never really am happy. All right, let's see where exactly it was right here. So there's 45% for private placement, which was already kind of weird. Then there's 20% for the team, so just for them for creating it, some just money for them. Incentive for mining is 20% more. So that again is just their consensus, I guess. I don't really know how they work exactly though, so I can't say. And ecosystem and consultants is just another 15% for the team. This 20% plus 15% is just, money for them. So that's about 35%, which is normal, but still very bad if you start to consider it, right? Sometimes I tell people, if you compare it to a company, it's really high. Because with a company, normally if they go for an IPO or stuff like that, it could be that they have 65% and only giving a small part out. But you should consider it differently in this case here because they're building it out of nothing. It's out of thin air. There's no real backing for it. It's not like there's a build-up phase because they're selling things out before they actually do anything most of the time, right? It's not like they doing something and then eventually start to sell and go public or something like that. It doesn't really work in the same way where they have to build their reputability. It's like they have a name for themselves and they know how to promote. They just come up with an idea and they will just instantly make a lot of money because of that, that theory, which I am personally not too much a fan of, but whatever. Grayscale, Ethereum is getting more attention beyond the software developers realm. So with Ethereum 2.0 here as well, I think a lot of activists are actually going to be a lot more excited for Ethereum than before because, well, the TPS is surely a lot higher than Bitcoin, a lot better. And also, it's not a proof of work anymore, so we can't really bash it anymore for being a very insensitive coin or an insensitive project. We can't because they've adapted. And it worked out properly, a lot better than expected before. Now, the thing is, though, I think this one more so manages to kind of conceal the fact that, to portray the fact that there's a lot of interest in Ethereum, not necessarily for only these tech geeks or people who like to develop on Ethereum and make ERC20 coins and tokens, I should say. Officially, it's tokens, not coins. It's actually a lot more obvious for a lot of just investors in general and a lot of everyday folk. We've seen with Raoul Paul and a couple of these other guys. I actually have been to one of the bigger companies here in the Netherlands here who trade crypto, and they are also heavily invested in Ethereum. They have, like, for example, 80% Bitcoin, 20% Ethereum, which has actually changed quite drastically over the last couple of years because whenever I used to visit these companies, I think 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, they would go either full Bitcoin or full token mode. So full ERC20, for example, or another ERC. Just, you guys get the idea. Now it's like really Bitcoin, but a lot of Ethereum also in there, which has changed. And I think it's a lot of because of the legitimization that the tokens have brought them. And the fact that Ethereum is looking to go forward instead of just staying stagnant like some other projects, like Litecoin, for example. Steve Forbes thinks Bitcoin is yet to qualify as a store of value, roots for gold. I think this is kind of an historic opinion, and I think once opinions like these start to change is when we'll really start the heavy money. Okay. I don't know what that sound was, but it scared the crap out of me. I think some freaking ice just fell on the floor or something like that, or maybe somebody's making noise, but I got scared for a little second. However, this one is wow. Sorry, I was completely bamboozled there. I don't know what happened. Okay. So this one more so talks about the fact that, no, it doesn't matter what the article says here. It's about the idea that once people like this start to adopt the idea of crypto and are more happy with it, I actually would say that we've done our job and that crypto is really at a new realm. And for right now, though, I think these guys are missing out, which once more I'll be talking about a little bit later today in another video. But this one is really, I think, a turning point. Once they say, yeah, crypto is good, we've reached another point. The BlackRock CEO and some of those guys have already started saying it just now, and they've started, but we're definitely not there yet, guys. It's just the start. All right, a lot has still to come. And then this one, BTC Nerves, XRP Bombshell, Libra Rebrand, Holders Digest, November 28th to December 5th. I kind of just wanted to say this has been a very, very good week, and the general gist of it is actually that crypto is looking a lot better in the eyes of institutions, and a lot of them are hopping on, right? Here you can see this last part about the CEO of BlackRock, which has an estimated $7.4 trillion in assets under management. In general, though, it's looking a lot better. All right, a couple other things to note is that a lot more scams are coming by. And in the comment section, if you're seeing me say something, it is most likely not me. Another part was Libra has rebranded to Diem. I still don't know how you pronounce this, Diem, because I think it's, get a new day, Diem, carpe diem. Get the day. I don't know how to say it in English. You guys get what I'm trying to say, though. And again, if we kind of look at the last couple of weeks, XRP has been a complete winner, right? Again, it's pretty damn amazing. Here's a couple of quotes, and it's a pretty cool article here. However, if you read the news as much as I do, you don't need to digest, right? You don't need a summary because, well, it's really kind of fresh in the memory. However, that was it for today's video. Make sure you check out Webull if you want to trade crypto, not buy. All right, if you want to buy and get for Spark, don't buy here your XRP. But if you just want to trade crypto and get 4 stocks for free for joining, once more, you get 4 free stocks between like $200 and $1,600. So it's definitely worth it. Check Webull out, link in the description, and make sure you check out Unstoppable Domains, link in the description as well. As you guys again in another crypto video.